First and foremost, want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yeah,
Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rukwakwadosh. Double honors to you, apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, and salutations to your occupants out there pushing the truth and sincerity and using your body as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures say. Knowing the terrors of the Lord, we persuade men. And shalom to you few sisters that listen in silence, as the scriptures say. Korah,
Yo, Kanan.
you sure?
another open forum.
Right. Well, everybody tapping out. Everybody tapping out. Everybody tapping out. You wanna do Job 8 and 8? Shit, Job 8 and 7. Because this is what everybody forgot about. Everybody worry about Arnold Dalton, Kanye, and Kyrie, but you see they tapping out. So we got to go back to the script, the scripture. And we gotta go searching, finding out like what's going on. Why when he say 12 tribes of Israel, it's like everything vanished and disappeared. You can say black, you can say Nubian, you can say black conscious, any of that. You say 12 tribes, it's like you just, I don't know, you did something. But we're gonna show you.
You said Job 8 and 8.
Yeah.
Four
We
and
sure got it.
oh, okay.
I got it if you I got it. Job and 8. The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. It says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers."
God. Keep going, keep going.
For this verse 9. It says, "For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow."
Right. You might get 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 100 if you're lucky. A generation is 25. So that's a shadow. I think it's a little bit more on there.
It's verse 10. It says, "Shall not they teach thee, and tell thee, and utter words out of their heart? Can the rush grow up without mire? Can the flag
Yeah.
grow without water?"
And that's this book right here. Shall not this book teach thee and show thee? See that? You got to prepare for the search of thy fathers. So when we go into the preparedness and the search of our fathers, us Israelites, the 12 tribes, you start to come to what Kyrie and Kanye and Ronald, and you start to search. You got to go in the book. So we had Hanukkah come up. You speak of you being a Jew, so it's time to observe some of the Jewish festivals. You run into some called Hanukkah. You ask yourself, coming from an African American, what is that? You might have heard something about it throughout your Christian experience. Your parents, I'm pretty sure, don't know a fucking thing about it. They might have known the same thing you know. It's the Jewish people, God's people. So now you're coming to the understanding that, wait a minute, I'm being told that I'm God people and Hanukkah represents me. So when you go to do the search of our fathers, you ask yourself, like any other African American, Latin, and Native American, is Hanukkah in the Bible? So we're going to do this backwards for you and show you how the precept upon precept, which could somebody get that, please? So they'll know how to read the Bible too. Because it tell you that precept supposed to be upon precept, precept upon precept, Isaiah 28, I want to say 11. I don't know why that's in my mind. Precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. And that's what we're finna show you.
This is
How
Isaiah. Oh, Salaki.
go about doing that process. Once you know how to go about doing that process, then you'll be all right. When the swelling go down, yeah, okay. That's at 9.
This is Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Right, because you don't know where this spirit finna go. You would be surprised. And you ain't getting this out no motherfucking cemetery school. You ain't getting this out no colleges. You ain't finna go learn this up the street at no community college. And you definitely ain't finna get this out no sororities or anything.
Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Right. So that's what we doing today. We weaning you from the milk and drawing you from your mama breast. That weak, fake ass Christianity. That's why I said if you lucky, you might have an increment of, well, I think I heard of something about Hanukkah something, but I'm not exactly sure.
Right. That's why Isaiah 34 says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. 34. Okay, for a precept must be upon precept.
And that's what you finna witness me do. I'm finna start you with that weak ass Christianity, but precept upon precept to bring it alive.
For a precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept,
Right.
line upon line,
Which what you see the brother reading now, line upon line.
line upon line.
Which
Here,
what you see the brother reading again, line upon line.
here a little, and there a little.
Right. So we ain't reading the whole chapter. We ain't starting up from the beginning. Here a little and there a little. Because y'all like to control the flow with the Christianity doctrine. Yeah. You got to hit that 11, cuz.
Oh, come on.
11 and 12. I'll be trying to get all the meat off the bone for them now. It's about that time, too. They need it.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people.
Right. So don't get to talking about, but you speak Hebrew. Don't worry about that. You don't speak Hebrew, motherfucker. You speak English. I speak English, and we finna translate. We know how to go into the words of the Hebrew through the lexicon, you know, and all that stuff. But look, we ain't playing games. And stammering, meaning we're gonna be making fun of motherfuckers. You're gonna see periodic through this lesson. We make fun of people, mock them, laugh, have some fun. It's men in here, the women and the children. You don't see them, do you? All right, it's a reason for that. Get used to that too, by the way. So don't be asking where your women and the children at. They were they supposed to be. Was any of them at the dinner? All right then. At the supper? All right then. And we ain't talking about that weak ass picture Esau painted for you. They got married that motherfucker 3 times. Y'all be tripping, man. Oh my God.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest.
That's why when Kanye said 12 tribes, they said pull everything. That's when you fucked up. Because this is where your people get to get that rest. This is their resting place. The 12 tribes. It's that resting place, and they know it. That's why they say, oh shit.
To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing.
Woo.
Yet they would not hear.
Okay, there we go. Ronald Dalton and the 2/3 Club. Welcome on into the party. Everybody is in the scriptures. Welcome to the scriptures. Y'all are now playing y'all role out. Now we are identified people, and y'all playing y'all role. We're gonna move y'all ass right down this corridor of Yahushua movie, starring you in his book. We got the 8 and 8. We got to hit the we going backwards, right? St. John, we get started in the scriptures first. Before we show them that the Apocrypha is a part of the scriptures.
Okay.
I know it's 10:22, but I don't know exactly where we want to start it at. Yes, it's in the scriptures. I'm trying to see where I got it. 10 and 15.
John.
Yeah, because
Oh
it
yeah,
bring it all.
I'm there already. I got it. This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 15. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father. And this is Yahweh Shah speaking, our Lord. And I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. And they shall hear my voice, which is the 12 tribes, the 10 tribes, Northern Kingdom. And
Yeah,
and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. The tribes coming back together.
yeah, kind. And what the Akim speaking on is the Northern Kingdom call them Quoto Cueto, which today the Aztecs, which Northern Kingdom Mexicans, and you also know them as in the movie Wakanda. That new character that they got is Quoto Cueto, and they in the movie identify the new Wakanda. They identify that Quoto Cueto and Wakanda find out that they got one common enemy: you fucking Edomites. And that was displayed in that movie as you go through the movie. Now to fast forward out of that, if you can pull up Blood In and Blood Out, when the guy was spray painting the car, he was telling the young young essay that Cueto is coming back to get them. Damn, I wish I would have there. I knew we should have had this queued up. I didn't think of it until I know we were going to the Northern Kingdom. Because the Northern Kingdom, and it's written throughout they records about this, and it's in the movie Blood In and Blood Out. And I also have books, which I'm not going to get into it today. I'll do a secondary lesson on it that goes more in detail about what I'm speaking on and so forth, where they show you writings and the belief of. So, but I ain't gonna get into it right now. I mean, I actually had it queued up and the pages already. Matter of fact, no, that's the ancient day. Matter of fact, I actually had the pages written down on where he's gonna go, but I ain't gonna go into all that.
Was it when he was in the alley and the cop had?
No, it's when he was spray painting the car, and the young boy walked up to him and asked him like, "Who is that on the car?" And he was like, "This one bad mother effer. When he come back, he's gonna mess these you know, basically like he gonna mess the police up and so forth, and he gonna redeem us basically like out of our condition he in." He was it was one of the older locals. He was spray painting the car and shit. You know how they get into they spray paint, and the young Vato was like, "Who is that?" And he was like, "Oh, you don't know who this is? This is he started telling him about the legend, but that's Cuarto Cueto, who they speak on. So when that movie came out and the apostles pointed that out, so I went back and I said, "Fucking right, they've been putting it in the movies and everything, right in our face."
Mm-hmm.
I know it's in that movie. Do they show the part where he spray painting the car of one of their ancient ancestors? I'm pretty sure if you put in, blood out, ancient ancestors on spray paint car or something, that's the only scene like that.
Nah, I just pulled the whole movie up. Because I couldn't find it.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna be in the scratch. Hold on, let me see if I can. You might catch it before I can even get to it though. Hmm. Yeah, because them the two brothers go to jail, get out. I think it's after he got out, and his brother became a police officer. Nah, we ain't gonna be able to catch it. I definitely don't see it either.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I was looking for typing a scene up in particular.
Man, you know they getting rid of shit now. Fucking phone.
Yeah, the others was just something like that. Ever seen things that's on like YouTube from like 10 years ago? They ain't on there no more.
Yeah,
Yes,
kind of.
information war. Oh, it's right here. I don't want to lose my point. Let me see. Damn, I got too many points. I'm dog first.
I found the image.
Yeah, I'm looking because they don't want that scene. Yeah, they don't want that scene to come up. Because
I
I'm
found
going. You found it?
well, I found the image from the scene that he spray painted on the car.
Yeah, because they definitely don't want that to come up. And that's weird because that's the only ever scene that's like that of somebody saying something like that. And normally them scenes come right up. But oh well. If it's for you to see it, you would catch it. Oh yeah. There's that. Okay. So they'll show you, yeah, because I got to that part. And then they don't even want to show you the whole damn thing.
Oh, we
So,
shared. You can still see me.
huh? Yeah, yeah.
I forgot I still share screen.
Yeah, they don't want that whole thing to come up. Because I got it right here, but they don't want it to come up. That's him right there, spray painting the car. The young boy walked right up to him and asked him, like, hey, who is that? And he like, oh, you don't know who this is? But this is that in John 10 and what we reading that Yahweh Shai had another fold that he came over here to. And in the Aztec writings, which I got two of the historical books, they write about gleaming shield and type of coming over and talking to their ancestors. That's all in their writings. So y'all can eat it in wheat right there.
Yeah, kind of.
But okay, we'll go back to John 10 and 15. As you see, hey, we're in the information war, so y'all better hurry up because they snatching that shit.
Is my screen still being shared?
Yeah. No, were we seeing you
no,
or seeing something else?
No, you good.
Okay, kind of.
It's just showing all three of us.
Damn, I got a picture of him right here. I can show him out the book. Shit. But that image ain't that, you know.
Okay, we was at John 10 and 15. As the Father knoweth me, even so I, the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And no other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. They shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Right. And we gave y'all that history, trying to even get the movie to show y'all, which, you know, Esau did a good job of rerouting that.
Man, you just gotta watch the movie and see it for yourself, you know.
Yeah. Now
We
you
telling
know.
you, right? We telling you, we pointing you to the, navigating you. What quartermasters? They help navigate the vessel in the water. We trying to navigate you through the waters.
Yeah. Yeah. It go to 24 too, cuz.
Therefore, do my Father love me, because I lay down my life that I may take it again. No man take it from me. And that's what Yahushua is saying, because it's true. But I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. There was a division, therefore, again among the Jews for these sayings. And this is speaking of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, not of, small hats. And many of them said, he hath a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him?
Right. Exactly. Why hear ye him?
Others said, these are not the words of him that hath a devil. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? It was at Jerusalem the feast of dedication, and it was winter.
See that? And that's why they threw that right in there. Because right when you got that, and it was the feast of dedication, and it was winter, your mind automatically supposed to knew about the Hellenization of your ancestors during the Ptolemy and the Seleucid Empire, which now, because we might as well jump to that, where we was at, Daniel?
Daniel 8,
Yep.
Yashar, Daniel 8, and I believe it was 11.
Yep, 11.
Okay.
Could you pull that map up?
Con.
Because you ain't reading the Bible without no map. So any of you lazy-minded people out there who think you finna just be reading, and no, you might as well turn the channel then.
It's the book of Daniel chapter 8, verses 11. It says, yeah, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down.
See, because you're supposed to know about the Seleucid, the Ptolemy Empire, and Antiochus Epiphanes taking over and Hellenizing the Israelites, Maccabees 1 and 2, where they couldn't do no celebration, no dedication, no Sabbath days. They couldn't circumcise their kids. They couldn't do any of those things. And anybody who did those, and he set governors over all of our nation, where if we did any of those things, you was put to death, even the women. That's how serious this became. So Maccabees had to come along, the brothers of the Maccabees, and fight for our shit back. And you supposed to know this history.
Con.
But we said Christianity makes sure you don't have a clue about this. So when you look at the what the Akim got up, if you can just go up a little bit, cuz before we go into the map. Right, the Near East during the time of the Maccabees. Because you just read just a little bit of that after Alexander the Great,
Con.
which Maccabees 1 and 1.
Maccabees 1 and 1, and then it speaks how they put crowns on his head. And after Alexander the Great died in 323 BC,
Right.
his empire was divided among his generals, including Ptolemy, Seleucus.
Now stop right there. Ptolemy and Seleucus. The king of the north is Seleucus, and the king daughter of the south is the Ptolemies, and that's Daniel 11 and 6. See, you're supposed to know these prophecies and know this history. And the Maccabees is a part of the King James Bible 1611. And these are all the precepts, which is the history.
Can I get a precept real quick?
Go ahead.
This is First Maccabees 1 and 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule, everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. You know, and it's speaking of when he died, his empire was split during his servants, his generals. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. So that goes into that history of the Ptolemy and the Seleucus, like the elder had brought up in Daniel, the 8th chapter that we're going to go into.
11.
Daniel 11 and Salakia.
No, you good.
Initially, the land of Israel came under the rule of Ptolemy.
There it goes. There it go right there. It's going right into it.
See how this biblical history lining up with secular history?
Come
on.
But
where was it? It's like, where was that at? I was writing down Daniel 11:8, which you just read.
Oh, scroll all the way back up. So here, is that in the Wikipedia, cuz, or is that like its own website?
This on BibleMapper.com.
Yeah, the Akim gonna send it to you. Yeah, the Akim gonna send it to you. You will have the link.
It says Ptolemy, but by 200 BC, it had fallen under Seleucid control. The Seleucid Empire originally controlled all of Alexander's domain of east of the Mediterranean coast, except for Israel. But over time, the Parthians broke away and established their own empire, which are the Persians.
Right,
At the same time, the Roman Empire was expanding its rule across the Mediterranean world as well. You know,
show them real quick, See that? See the Roman Empire, Seleucus Empire, Ptolemy Empire. We smack dead in the middle. They fighting over our ass, and you got the Parthians over to the right. Everything right there in your goddamn face. But you Christians, thanks to your Christian, Catholic, Apostolic, Seventh-day Adventist, non-denominational churches, they made sure that you didn't have no clue that the Bible went into any of this. They made it all a fairy tale that was a long time ago, and it was just a story.
Sound about right. At the time, the Roman Empire was expanding its rule across the Mediterranean world as well. These increasing threats surrounding the Seleucid Empire led Antiochus IV Epiphanes.
Right. And that's what I was speaking about. I said Antiochus Epiphanes made it where we couldn't sacrifice. We couldn't do Sabbath days. That's Maccabees, the 2nd chapter. If Akim want to get it real quick. Because it tell you how horrendous it was at that time that man came about. That's why that's very important to understand. Hold on.
Can I get that first Maccabees 1 and 10?
Yeah.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus surname, you know, because it says Antiochus the fourth, but he had a father. See, they bear rule after their father, they took on their father's name, you know. So this may be the 5th, the 6th, or the 7th, you know.
But they're gonna continue the same agenda just like today. You got different administrations, whether it's Republican or Democrat, but what's happening? They fulfilling that agenda.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Yeah, jump down to 20.
Okay, Khan. And after that Antiochus had smitten Egypt, he reigned again in the 143rd year, and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude.
Yeah, keep going. 21.
And entered proudly into the sanctuary and
This
took
is what he's talking about. And look what the first thing he take away.
And took away the golden altar and the candlestick of light.
See that? Of lights. That's our dedication, the feast of the lights. That's why when Maccabees came, we took our shit back. Fuck out of here, white boy.
Well, you know the history, it ain't a mystery. Entered proudly into the sanctuary and took away the golden altar. See, if you niggas read anything outside of what the hell going on with people on social media or shade room all the damn time, you be all right. Or watching 3-4 hours of Drink Champs and shit.
Right.
About the same nigga story over and over. I started from nothing. I ain't had no daddy. My mama died, and now I'm rich.
Right. Or this what really happened between me and Jay when we made that one video and so forth, and y'all seen that controversy. I was right there when it happened.
I saw him battle DMX.
Right, in the back. See, this what happened, son. Fuck out of here.
Right.
Meanwhile, DMX came and presented his ass in front of the man of the Lord before his ass left the earth. Y'all better figure out what the fuck really going on around this motherfucker. Now, figure that out for all you DMX fans.
Con. And figure out why that man had Exodus 18 and 31 on his neck. Okay, back at 20.
Yeah, just 2021. 21.
And entered proudly into the sanctuary and took away the golden altar and the candlestick of light and all the vessels thereof.
Now jump to 39.
Gone.
Because I want them to really get a flashback in history. Shit.
Okay.
Because we ain't making none of this up what we be talking about.
Her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning, her Sabbaths into reproach, her honor into contempt.
Yeah.
And has been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom, that all should be one people.
Right. And so this your second new world order being set up on the earth. We had the first new world order being set up during the Tower of Babel and Nimrod. Your second one is happening right here. And now they trying to set up your third one or your fourth one, actually.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Right. So this is how we being Hellenized on top of the sports and being introduced to these customs that we held all the way to today. We could have kept going, but they did a lot of. They killed the kids. They made sure we didn't circumcise our kids. If you did, it tell you later on in that story that the women was put to death. So if you want to read about your history, this is the extreme of what white supremacy have done to disenfranchise you from your heritage, your culture, and have retaught you this African American system today. And now you getting a glimpse of why when Kanye said the 12 tribes of Israel, they did what they did to him. Because look at the horrendous and all of the work they have done to get you from where you're supposed to be. And we got to bring it right back. So, okay. So, bam.
Okay, back to the map.
Yeah. We just showing y'all where this stuff is at in the scriptures and right here. Not just out of our mouth, but you can see the map speak for itself. We got the Maccabean kingdom, Seleucids, the Romans. So everything's set.
Yep, like we said earlier, biblical history lining up with secular history. That's it on that Maccabees?
Yeah.
Okay, Con.
Oh shit, I thought you was gonna read some more into that.
Oh, Con. Yeah.
My bad. You did ask, so. Okay, I'm letting that Daniel go. John. We have to go back to that one.
Okay, it says at the same time, the Roman Empire was expanding its rule across the Mediterranean world as well.
Right. After the Greeks fell, who came into power? Maccabees 8-1. The Romans. That's why your church don't want you to know nothing about this goddamn apocrypha. And I said it, goddamn.
These increasing threats surrounding the Seleucid Empire led Antiochus Epiphanes to impose a strict policy of Hellenization through his empire. We just read that.
Done. There you go. There you go. All should be one people. They ain't playing with y'all ass.
Right, and they're gonna do it again. They're gonna run it on you one more time. They also ran the same play in Babylon, with Nebuchadnezzar. I mean, when they had Baal and the dragon, it came around, everybody had to bow down and worship it. And if you didn't worship it, you'd be tossed in the fire.
Yeah, which is your equivalent to your RFID chip, which you actually Hellenize now. They just got to move you into that final phase of worship to become one. And they don't want no one to wake you up from being Hellenized. So that's why when Kanye say the 12 tribes, they like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not right now, bro. We ain't got time for y'all ass coming back. Because y'all some great people in y'all history. And that's what we read in y'all, some of our history, how we prevail always past these people. That's why they like, no, not right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that.
These increasing threats surrounding the Seleucid Empire led Antiochus Epiphanes to impose a strict policy of Hellenization through his empire, likely in an effort to solidify power over his diverse dominion.
And that's what the elites of America have over the children of Israel today. And I'm going to keep saying this. That's why when Kanye said 12 tribes, they said, motherfucker, don't do that. Do not do that. You can say anything else, but do not do that. And they meant it. They didn't just tell them. They showed the whole world. And guess what? They don't give a fuck y'all just witnessed what y'all just witnessed. Because their whole point is, don't do that.
Right, and you'll forget about it anyways. You got a lot of other shit going on. You got your Thanksgiving coming up. You got your Xmas coming up. You got your Super Bowl on the way. You got your NBA going on. You got a lot of shit going on. You one track minded. These people. That's why they slowed the the length of the videos you can put up on the internet because they know your attention span is short. You know, that was purposely designed, you know. And then when you go into most scholars and authors, you know, most of them say the American people don't like to read. And that's the truth. That's a fact. You know, you people are basically slow to hit the corner.
And they lazy. Proven.
What the scripture say? My children are sottish children, wise to do good, but to do evil they know not. You know.
Yeah, wise to do evil, but to do good they know not. That's they ass.
To impose strict policy of Hellenization through his empire, likely in the effort to solidify power over his diverse dominion, non-Hellenistic religious practices such as circumcision and
Bam.
and Sabbath observance were forbidden.
Bam.
Pagan practices such as sacrificing swine and eating pork were mandated.
See that? Just like today. That's why Isaiah 66 and 15, Yahweh shall on y'all niggas ass, because y'all have brought that Hellenized culture back to our people.
Right. That's why they want to be. That's why they go from Negro to colored to nigger, African American to black to, you know, all that shit, man. You
But
know.
you better not say 12 tribes of Israel. I don't care what you say. That's the only thing you better not try to become. You can be anything else. You can be Uganda. You can go back to Africa. You can do any of that shit. Say 12 tribes of Israel and watch what happens.
And copies of Hebrew scriptures were banned and destroyed.
See? Say you the 12 tribes if you want to and watch what happens.
First Maccabees 1 and 2, Maccabees 6 and 7. Eventually, the harsh policies of Antiochus IV fomented open rebellion by faithful Jews, not Jewish,
Oh, here we
Jews
go. Here we go.
under the leadership of Matthias Maccabeus and his sons in 167 BC, who established a largely independent kingdom over the land of Israel. First Maccabees 2 and 2. First Maccabees 2 and 2, Maccabees 8. The Romans eventually affirmed an alliance with the Maccabean leaders and encouraged other nations in the region to do the same.
Right. And we finna show y'all why. Crackers don't want to give our Akims they credit for that ass kicking they had to take. They want to always write the history like, oh, we just became friends. No, the fuck you didn't, nigga. You went in there and killed our people and had us submitted to you until this happened. And we gonna read the record. See, that's why Job 8 and 8. You supposed to search for our fathers. So we gonna go on the records. You damn crackers are always trying to write the history so y'all can look like, oh, we just peaceful. No, that ain't what happened.
Yeah, that's what Esau like to do. He like to control the narrative.
Right. No, nigga, that ain't what happened. We gonna read to y'all what happened. Yashar, we just gonna start over. First Maccabees 4 and 40. No, because we want to get on their ass. 35.
You want me to start at 35?
Yeah. 31. Really. We want to get all 31 because this y'all history lesson right here. You don't like it, turn the channel. If it's boring, turn the channel. We ain't got no white folks kissing our feet around here. Turn the channel.
First Maccabees 4 and this book of First Maccabees 4 and 31. It says, shut up this army in the hand of thy people Israel, and let them be confounded in their power and horsemen. Make them to be of no courage, and cause the boldness of their strength to fall away, and let them quake at their destruction.
Now this what happened. This why not only they wanted peace with the Maccabees, but they told all their other white buddies around, hey, y'all might want to be cool with them because my man Judas, whose name is, and it means the hammer, ain't playing around this motherfucker.
It's verse 33. It says, cast them down with the sword of them that love thee, and let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving. So they joined battle, and there were slain of the host of Lysias about 5,000 men. Even before them were they slain. And it says, now when Lysias saw his army was put to flight, and the manliness of Judas's soldiers, and how they were ready either to live or die valiantly.
Right, we was on the battlefield like we gonna take as many, like we ain't worried about nothing. We don't give a fuck. We outnumbered, none of that shit. We gonna take, and we whooping y'all. We whooping ass anyway. We winning. But the Achaeans out there like, we gonna kill as many as you motherfuckers as we can, and we don't give a fuck if we don't leave this battlefield. And that's the spirit that you Achaeans gotta have today, because we under attack and we building the third temple back, baby.
It says, and the manliness of Judas's soldiers, and how they were ready either to live or die valiantly, he went to Antiochia and gathered together a company of strangers.
They went and got some help. He went and got the king himself. He said, Antiochus, these niggas tripping.
And he says, and having made his army greater than it was, he purposed to come again into Judea.
Right. Like, man, we finna go fuck these niggas up in Judea. We don't give a fuck about Maccabees and them talking about they temple and all that. Man, let's go and roll up their head. We already took it before and did what we wanted to do and subjugate, and they couldn't do no Sabbath or none of that. Man, we back in this bitch. What happened?
Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary. Upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up into the Mount Sion. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate and the altar profaned, and the gates burned up and the shrubs growing in the courts as in a forest, or in one of the mountains, in the priest chambers pulled down, they rent their cloths and made great lamentation and cast ashes upon their heads, and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces, and blew an alarm with the trumpets and cried toward heaven. Then it says, Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary. So he chose priests of blameless conversation, such as had pleasure in the law.
This is a representation of us getting our temple back, Antiochus and them losing, and the feast of dedication of the lights. I don't know if the Achaean want to, keep going, but this is our history, and this what happened, and that's why the Achaean read in the history that they had to, be subject, give us our shit, and that's why in John 10:22 you have the feast of dedication, because this is what it's talking about. This history that the church don't want us to know nothing about, because we was in Africa.
Right, want to know goddamn Africa. The motherland is Israel.
Right, but we was in Africa. We was in Africa. That's it. That's all we know. So y'all getting a piece of y'all history back that was stolen and taken from us, and this history is replaying itself once again, because the house of David is being built again.
Amos 9:11.
Which we can get it, and I'll scout out the second one real quick. And we need to get that one about being lively stones too.
Okay, Con.
I got the one in Ezra. I
This
got that.
is Amos 9 and 11. I mean, yeah, 9 and 11. In that day, I will raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. You know, so he's going to raise up the house of Israel under David and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. You know, just like in the ancients. That's why the elder brought up Job 8 and 8. You know, seek thy fathers. You know,
Right. And you know, there's nothing new under the sun, so that's why we take our inspiration from our book and what happened to our ancestors as a reminder of our strength and what we capable of. So even when you go into First Esdras 5 and 68, we read about Zerubbabel and our ancestors and our forefathers, and how in the time of Darius and Cyrus the king, that they heard about us getting our temple back, and how it was very important for these heathen nations that's always around us to not allow Israel to go to themselves and be an independent nation as Israel, because they will lose their power. And we're gonna give y'all an example of what the heathens did as we was trying to build our temple, and you're gonna get some resemblance of today. So First Esdras 5 and 68. No, I'm gonna go up a little bit, just so y'all can get a little bit of that meat. First Esdras 5 and 64. But many with trumpets and joy shouted with loud voices, insomuch that the trumpet might not be heard for the weeping of the people, yet the multitude sounded marvelous, so that it was heard afar off. Wherefore, when the enemy of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin heard it, they came to know what the noise of trumpets should mean. So they always paying attention to us. So don't let them fool y'all, Archims. We on them highways and byways, and they see these prophecies. Them motherfuckers paying attention. And they perceived that they were of the captivity, did build the temple unto the Lord God of Israel. So they went to Zerubbabel and I hate saying that, Jesus, and to the chief of the families, and said unto them, we will build together with you. See that? And these the heathens want to be a part of our shit. And let's see what our ancestors say. For we likewise as you, now this is what they telling us. For we likewise as you do obey your Lord and do sacrifice unto him from the days of Abazariah, the king of the Assyrians, who brought us hither, right? So that's how far these motherfuckers ready to take it, right? Like, man, shit, ever since our king brought us here, bro, we've been able to do what y'all do, shit. And that's what we say. Then Zerubbabel, our ancestor, and Jesus, I know y'all like the sound of that, and the chief of the families of Israel said unto them, it is not for us and you to build together an house unto the Lord our God. We are, look, I'm laughing already. Our ancestors didn't play that shit. We ourselves alone will build unto the Lord of Israel, according to Cyrus the king of the Persians has commanded us. But the heathens of the land, lying heavily upon the inhabitants of Judah and holding them straight, hindered their building. See that? So when we trying to build our shit, Akims, these motherfuckers be behind the scenes trying to subvert and do things. But let's see what they was doing. And by their secret plots and popular persuasion and commotions, they hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived. So they were hindered from building from the space of 2 years into the reign of Darius.
Right, because they went back talking shit. Because you know what I'm saying?
And they trying to hinder us.
Yeah, con.
And remember, it says secret plots.
Yep, con.
So what could these secret plots? Like, that's what we facing today. And cuz you want to enlighten them on the secret plots real quick that we done ran into. I mean, it's fresh off the press. We might as well let the octaves know what they finna run into in the next couple of weeks. Starting with Rolling Stone first.
Yeah. The articles.
If y'all gonna paint this narrative of us, we gonna tell the people about us. We ain't letting y'all do it.
Yeah,
see, y'all just mad that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah always got us one heads up on y'all bullshit. Y'all COINTELPRO 2.0. Look that up. See that? That's what they mad about. They mad that we always up on. But I'm gonna shut up. But this quick. This ain't not long. It ain't gonna take away from But these are the secret plots that y'all doing to stop the building of Jerusalem, which consists of men. That's why we need that lively stone scripture.
Sure, go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. It's like 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. And then we go to 9. It says, to whom coming as into a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of God and precious. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
We doing a spiritual building of ourself being them lively stones because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai dwell in us. That's why he said, what? Don't look here. Don't look there. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Like fuck you looking up in the sky for. You the kingdom of heaven. That's why us being lively stones, let's get it popping then.
Yeah,
what Kanye said, death calm on their ass.
You sure grab 1 Corinthians 10 and 4 real quick. Yeah, because yeah, definitely, like Kanye said, we on y'all ass.
Death calm on these motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. Because I'm sorry I'm saying a lot of Kanye stuff, but God love us.
Yeah, and this is a spiritual house, man. We're spiritual stones. We're lively stones. So what the fuck you think when we say it's up and DEFCON 3 or 4 means, man?
And our weapons are carnal.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Go ahead, Op.
You want me to just start at 1? Okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. It says, moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea.
Right, and that cloud was a chariot when we was leaving Egypt. Go ahead, Op. My bad. I was trying to qualify.
Get used to that. Get used to that, guys.
And it says, and we're all baptized into Moses in the cloud and the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and their rock was Yahushua. But with many of them, God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness.
How far you having them take it, cuz?
2 Corinthians 10 and 4. So okay. Yeah.
It was for them to hear that, because the overthrowing the wilderness is what y'all people witnessing right now and will be witnessing. Yahweh Shai is not well pleased with y'all and y'all conversation and all y'all murmuring and shit. That's why he got them guys with them sticks out there, and they just mowing people down throughout these cities. But my bad.
Okay. It's keep going with 6.
10. I mean 2nd. Okay. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4.
Yeah, we'll get you to the point.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 10
Oh,
4.
Second Corinthians.
No, that was on me though. I said first.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. The first one's supposed to be read anyways. That's y'all was trying to overthrow these. Why they worried about Esau and what he got to say.
Connors, the book of 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It says, For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Which what we doing now?
Uh-huh.
We don't have no pistols, no weapons, no army, no guns. We not threatening to shoot up nobody or hurt nobody. We just bringing out the scriptures and Bible prophecies. You know, that's our weapon. You know, the brain. That's why we exposing what the elder said. You know, Rolling Stone and you know this COINTELPRO 2.0.
Yeah, because they finna think they finna reintroduce us to the world, how they want to go about doing it. So we're gonna go and show y'all how they finna go about doing this. Cause break it down, because as soon as we read it, we say, y'all's bullshit.
Yeah, this is from the Rolling Stone article. You know, basically the Kyrie Irving boasts anti-Semitic movie peddling small hat slave ships, which is a fact. You know, they did own the slave ships. You know, and a lot of goods.
Yeah,
And he never said nothing that was hateful as well. You know.
Right.
But it noted house before another Brooklyn Nets loss on Thursday noted free thinker and basketball player Kyrie Irving. And be careful for this free thinker word. You know,
them the new buzzwords, free thinker.
Kyrie took to Twitter to boast a movie and book, Hebrews to Negroes, stuffed with anti-Semitic tropes. The 2018 film was directed by Ronald Doughton Jr. and based upon his book. Okay, so let me jump down to the point.
Oh no! Go. You got to go up to read the you got to go through the whole thing right there.
Okay, kind.
You sure got to know how they gonna be viewing him once he tell them he a Hebrew Israelite. This is exactly how they gonna view you, right here.
A description for the film states that it uncovers the true identity of the children of Israel, while a similar one for the book reads, since the European and Arab slave traders stepped foot into Africa,
Which is Joel the 3rd chapter.
Blacks have been told lies about their heritage.
Jeremiah 17 and 4.
Salaki. Both suggest Hebrews to Negroes espouse ideas in line with more extreme factions of the Black Hebrew Israelites, which have a long history of misogyny.
Okay, now hold on. Wait, real quick. I'm sorry. Misogynist, right? That means having more than one woman, right?
Let me look it up. You know, stuff slip my mind all the time, so I have to stay looking.
I think it's more than one woman.
Yeah, dislike or contempt of or ingrained prejudice against women.
Okay. Prejudice against women, not having more than one. So basically saying, women don't supposed to learn, they're supposed to stay in their place. It's a man-dominant household world. That's how our heritage and culture and religion is. So that's the label that you got when you say you're a Hebrew Israelite, because you're one of those extreme. So if you got that view of 1 Corinthians 11 and 1, Yahweh Shah, man, woman, that's you right there. Right off top. So I just need you to know that, Yashar. So when people trying to ask you about this and bait you in, you know how to be smarter than a serpent, harmless as a dove. Don't reveal yourself. No, I'm a Christian. I don't know nothing about no Hebrew Israelite. And the reason why is because when you say I'm a Hebrew Israelite, oh, you one of them Black Hebrew Israelite? No, I don't know nothing about no Black Hebrew Israelite. I'm an Israelite. Also, you believe that the man and woman are created equal? When you be like, no, God don't believe that. Automatically by default, you a misogynist right off top. So that's why don't go into that. Okay, what else they got for us?
Homophobia.
Boom, you don't like gays. That's why don't tell no motherfucker who you is because you automatically don't like gays. What else? What else they got us labeled?
Xenophobia.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Like other races.
Right, right. So automatically they're gonna say, could other people go to heaven outside of blacks, Latins, Native Americans? As soon as you say hell no, you that right there. So what else they got?
Islamophobia.
You motherfucking right. Fuck them. So you that automatic.
And especially anti-Semitism.
Yep, fuck them Jews. Yep, I'm that too. So yep.
The Black Hebrew Israelite movement is fairly broad, comprising organizations that, per the Anti-Defamation League, operate semi-independently. And this same talk right here, I'm gonna go from here all the way to here is the exact same in the Fox News.
Yeah, Khan. The Akim was happening to be watching Fox News, right? And exactly as me and the Akim going over what they just put in the Rolling Stones, Yashar, why exactly what they got in the Rolling Stones, they got in this damn Fox, showing how this is how they teaching the whole world about us.
Here it is right here.
They all got the same talking points. Different whole organizations, same talking points. That's how we know that this COINTELPRO 2.0. They teaching the world this is who you are. This is what you believe in. You monogamous and you homophobic and you all this shit.
I'm gonna find it later. I'm gonna finish reading this one. Okay, the Black Hebrew Israelite movement is fairly broad, comprising organization per the Anti-Defamation League, operates semi-independently. The movement generally coincides across the notion that Black people are the real descendant, which is true, descendants of the ancient Israelites. You know, read Jeremiah 14:2. Job, what is that? Is that 30?
Yeah, Job 30 and 30.
Yeah, Khan. With more extreme factions claiming that Black people have been robbed of their identity and being God's chosen people via the Southern Poverty Law Center. It's those extreme sets that have often parried classic anti-Semitic tropes, like claiming European Jews, often referred to as the synagogue of Satan.
Right. And you know, so that's their storyline about us. And that's how they presenting us to the world. And that goes into this, because watch this. This showing the reach of their power, but this ain't nothing new. This first Exodus 5:73, this the last verse. And by their secret plots, and watch this, and popular persuasion. See that? Popular persuasion. What we witnessing right here, and them putting in all these articles, Rolling Stone, that's popular persuasion. Rolling Stones is a popular fucking magazine. Fuck out of here. People pay damn near $30 to get them subscriptions to them magazines. And by their secret plots and popular persuasion and commotions, they hindered the finishing of the building all the time of King Cyrus lived. So they were but it was hindered from building the space of 2 years into the reign of Darius. But we end up getting our shit anyways. But that's just a little history of how this ain't nothing new on what they doing to us and what y'all witnessing. But Hanukkah, the Feast of Lights, the dedication, the Maccabees, the Daniel 11:4, Ptolemy, Seleucus, Alexander the Great, Antiochus Epiphanes, and fuck you 2/3.
This the
I'll be starting to get mad when I start going over this shit in my mind.
This is
because
the
it ain't hard. I'm sorry, I'm starting to rant. Go ahead.
No, you good. It was the article from Fox around the same time. Remember we were saying they both say the same thing.
Right when you was telling me about what Fox, I said, wait a minute, ain't that the same thing we just read on Rolling Stone? You was like, damn, it is. And you went right over to it. And Yahweh Shah be having us in real live time. Oh yeah, by the way, you Agent Provocatory, COINTELPRO that's watching our videos, we don't give a fuck. We tell y'all Yahweh Shah secrets, how he work with us. Y'all can't stop the spirit because we don't get notified when the shit gonna happen anyways. But the Akim was literally watching that, and what he telling me, what he watching, I'm like, we just read that off the Rolling Stones, and the Akim like, oh shit, we showed, damn, and that's why the Akim trying to go back and get that motherfucker for y'all, and it just happened before we came on. That's what I mean by nigga, we don't get updated, and I'm talking to the motherfucking FBI bitch ass.
Right, because it started with the Black Hebrew Israelite movement is fairly broad on the Rolling Stone, and it says the Black Hebrew Israelite movement is a group that works semi-independently, and it says it right here too.
Yeah.
Where is that? The semi-independent part.
Operate right here. Second paragraph, right after Anti-Defamation League. Operating semi-independent.
Operate semi-independently.
It's the same story. They running the same script on the motherfucker. Look.
Work semi-independently, according to the Anti-Defamation League, with some being more radical than others. Remember this word here, radical than others. Because I ain't gonna even do all that. Since the late 1960s, the radical Hebrew Israelites ideology splintered to form increasingly anti-Semitic, anti-white, anti-LGBTQ, xenophobic, misogynistic set of groups who preach they and only they are the true Israelites of the Bible and perpetuate the anti-Semitic belief that so-called small hats have stolen their identity and birthright, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Oh wow! So you see how they looped everything. Wow! So we know what's coming next, then, right?
Yeah,
Famine of the word.
Yeah,
So you Akims, we finna wrap it up. We gave them the history. Y'all out there, stop fucking around because these people ain't fucking around. It will be a famine of the word, and y'all can see how they boxing us in. We know it, so we telling y'all. And hey, we did our job.
This the last script, and then we gonna close. This is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua.
See that? We got water. We can cut that word off.
So with that, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.